can let you in. All right, so we are good to go. So my name is Jessica McCready. I'm the Executive Director of the Camino Chamber of Commerce. And the Camino Chamber is the one that orchestrates a lot of this event. Of course, we rely on the artists, Mark and Marcus Ellinger of GlassQuest Studio, to make the beautiful glass balls that we all love. And so it's really a collaboration between the Camino Chamber planning and executing the event, as well as the artists, Mark and Marcus Ellinger, and of course, all of our wonderful sponsors. Trying to go to the next screen and it's not working. Oh, there we go. All of our wonderful sponsors that help us in support of this event, as well as all of the participating businesses. So I have some information to share with you. And then I'm going to open it up to questions. So if you have questions as we go along, if you want to put them in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask them. If you were hoping on some insider information, I'm going to break the bad news to you that there is really no insider information for GlassQuest. It's all public information with the one exception of where the clue balls are hidden. And that's not something that we reveal or plan to reveal. Thus, it's a quest and a search. But hopefully this information that I share with you will be helpful in understanding the event a little bit more. So the dates of the event start on February 12th through February 21st. And GlassQuest, I've already had a couple of people ask me for the dates for next year. It always starts on the Friday before President's Day weekend, and then runs through the following Sunday. So if you want to put the dates in for future years, go right ahead. The website is thegreatnwglassquest.com, and that is your resource for a lot of this information that I'm going to go over. So make sure that you visit the website. If you have any questions, there's a contact us form on there as well. This year we have over 400 limited edition glass balls. So there's a lot to be found out there. They're still elusive. It's still a big treasure, but there'll be over 400 of them hidden throughout the 10 days. If you have questions during the event, my contact information is right there, as well as the phone number for the chamber. One thing we ask is please don't ask any important questions in social media comments. Social media tends to get really busy during GlassQuest, which is great. But if you have a question you need answered, it gets lost in the thread. So if you have questions and you can't find the answers, then please just either email us or give us a call. Next slide. Okay. All right. For those of you who have participated in the past, we've used our visitor center that's in the IGA Plaza as kind of the GlassQuest headquarters. That area is closed right now due to COVID because the building is so small. There's no social distancing that can happen in that tiny little building. So the Camino Center has graciously offered their space to us during the event. So we will have volunteers there from 10 to 4 every day of the event. It's going to be right inside the front doors of the Camino Center. The Camino Center is not open to the public, but they're letting us use that entryway to answer any of your questions or to hand out the glass balls to the people who found the ones that the chamber hides. So feel free to stop by and visit with our volunteers. This is the information I'm going to go over in this presentation. Sorry, I've got more people coming in. We're going to talk about viewing or downloading the GlassQuest booklet, which is in digital format only. This year, we do not have printed copies of the booklet. Downloading the GlassQuest app, what the booklet looks like, reading the rules, knowing what you're looking for, one of the most important things, and enjoying and supporting the event. So I'm moving stuff around here so I can see what I'm doing. The guidebook. So the Quester guidebook this year, many of you will recognize the people on the cover, which is also the poster. That's Mark and Marcus Ellinger, father-son team that blow all of these beautiful glass balls. So it was fun to feature them this year. And it is in digital format only, and we do not have passports. So for those of you who have participated in the past and you're looking for the passports, we do not have those this year. It's too much back and forth handling for COVID. In lieu of the passports, you can check in online every day and your name will go into a drawing for glass balls that will be drawn on St. Patrick's Day. And we also draw one person per day during the event for people who check in online. So it's a great opportunity to let us know where you're coming from, where you've been. It's great data for us to collect for future grants. And it's really fun. Just don't check in yet. You can't check in and say you've been questing until the event actually starts. And then don't have multiple entries per day. You just need to do it once per day. Okay, the guidebook. So this is what the inside of the guidebook looks like. It is a flip book on our website. It is, I'm just gonna mute a couple of you so we don't have too much background noise. Mute a couple more people, okay. The booklet, this is what the inside of the booklet looks like. It's in digital format on our website. You can download it as a PDF. There's a link to it on the GlassQuest app as well. So this is the most important thing to familiarize yourself with, is the GlassQuest booklet. It has all of the information in it that you need. A lot of the questions I'm going to go over are answered in here. If you really want a actual paper copy of the booklet, UPS in Stanwood is printing them on demand for $8 for a color one and $5 for a black and white version. So if you really want one to save, you can go to UPS and get one. But again, they're not going to be printed this year. The other thing in the booklet that you will see is all of the businesses that are participating. So there's going to be a list. Businesses hiding a clue ball at their site, which means they're hiding a clue ball at their business, and businesses hiding a clue ball at a community site. So you've got all of those lists. You do have all of their hours. You have their websites that you can go to, their address. I'm going to go over the GlassQuest app in a minute, but it's also in the app as well. So the booklet, again, is really important to look at. It will guide you on your quest. And now we've got the GlassQuest app. I think this is our third year that we've had this app, but it is available on Apple and Google, so you can download it. It's updated with all of the participating businesses. It links with your maps, so you can click on a business and get directions to it. It will have hours. It has whether they have clues or not. Sometimes it'll say follow us on social for clues. So the app is a really handy way to get information. It's also probably going to be the most updated. Some businesses may have changed their hours since we printed, or not printed the booklet, but since we got the booklet completed. They may find that they can't be open on Saturdays, for instance. I just had one business that told me that. So I've updated the app with the fact that they're not open on Saturdays, even though the booklet says that they are, because we can't change the booklet at this point. So if businesses are making changes due to COVID or staffing issues, it will be updated on the app as long as they let us know. So downloading the app is really important. And the other thing about the app is that the app substitutes for the passport in terms of getting a discount if you want to purchase an unlimited ball. So in the past, you would have submitted a completed passport to get that discount on purchasing an unlimited ball. This year, all you have to do is show the business that you have the app downloaded on your phone. Sorry, muting a couple more people. Okay, the rules. So these are incredibly important. The first one is, of course, be respectful of the businesses and the parks. These businesses are opening up for you to come and look in their store. So please make sure that you respect their business, buy something from them. They desperately need your support right now. It's one of the reasons they're so excited that we can have this event. So you don't have to move merchandise. You don't have to open packages. Everything, all the clue balls should be able to be found just using your eyes only. Don't bother asking if it's been found today. That they've kind of had a pledge that they do not answer that question on whether a clue ball's been found or not. So in the parks, you don't need to rake vegetation, move vegetation, touch wildlife, anything like that. One of the things that a lot of questers take part of and we appreciate is bring a trash bag with you and some gloves. And as you're out there questing, you're going to see a lot of trash that's in our local parks. So it's great when people are questing, help pick up art as well. Don't loiter. If you haven't found a clue ball in a business in about 15 to 20 minutes, it's probably either really well hidden or not out yet. So there's no need to stay in a store a really long time unless you're purchasing a lot of things from them. Some businesses this year are going to have to maintain, or in fact, all businesses this year are going to have to maintain their capacity. So they may have a limit of how long you can stay in the store based on if people are waiting to come in and their capacity is, say, 15 people they can have in the store at one time due to COVID. They may tell people that, you can quest for 15 minutes and then you need to leave. That's up to each business, how they manage their capacity, but it is something that's really, really important for us this year. One of the big ones, claim only one. Claim only one limited ball per person. That's something that's an honor system. We're going to trust that you're doing the right thing and that you're only claiming one. The person who finds the clue ball is the one who gets the glass ball. So that's how that works. We really appreciate everyone respecting that and leaving it to other people to be able to find those clue balls and get the treasures. And just enjoy it. Enjoy the kind of thrill of the hunt and all the benefits that you can get out of Glass Quest. And of course, COVID-19 rules, they're going to be posted everywhere. You need to wear a mask inside businesses. You need to socially distance, all of the things that we have been practicing for a while now. So I'm going to pause for a second and look at some of these questions. Do the odds of finding a glass ball decrease from the 12th to the 21st? No, they do not. One of the things I'm going to point you towards is some videos that we made this year. And in fact, one of them speaks about that. New clue balls go out every single day. So you don't necessarily have more luck finding them the first weekend versus the last weekend. Sometimes they sit out there and they're not found. So sometimes that last weekend, there's actually more. But new clue balls are put out every day. Second question, will there be clues like there were for the promotional balls? I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but clues are optional for businesses. So they can give clues, but they do not need to. So it's really up to each business how they do that. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time for them to come up with clues. Some of them do it. Some of them put it on social media. Some of them have email lists you can sign up for. So the best way is really to pay attention to the social media sites and the websites, but it's not required. So if they don't do it, they don't need to. So I'm going to go on because I think I'm going to cover some of these questions that are coming through. What am I looking for? All right, this is one of the biggest misconceptions. You are looking for a clue ball. So you are looking for a plastic 3-inch, this is a clear clue ball, plastic 3-inch clue ball. They look a lot like Christmas decorations. In fact, I'm sure people use them for Christmas decorations. This is a clear one that is not camouflaged. This one is camouflaged. So they do not have to stay clear. They can, but they don't have to. People can camouflage them to match their surroundings. The suggestion on camouflaging is that a quarter of the ball remains clear. So I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this is painted kind of green and there's clear markings on it. So if I added up all of the clear markings, it would come up to a quarter of this clue ball still remaining clear. So you're looking for that 3-inch plastic clue ball. You are not looking for the beautiful glass ball. You win the glass ball when you find the clue ball, but you are not looking for this. Clue balls, that was the clues, sorry. Clue balls should be within arm's reach of the trails. So if you're looking in the parks, they should always be within arm's reach of the trails. You should not have to go off trail or disturb any vegetation or dig anything up in order to find a clue ball. In stores, they should be found with your eyes only, again, not moving merchandise, but they can be tricky. They can be high and they can be low. So if you ever get out and watch people questing, everyone's looking at the ground, which is fine. A lot of them are on the ground, but they can also be hung. I mean, these have a little thing on the top of it. You can actually hang them from something. So don't think they're always on the ground. We talked about clues already. Clues are fun, but they're not required. I just talked about this. I'm getting ahead of myself. Your eyes only. So don't move anything. Stay on the trails. Daily park updates. So around 4:30 each day, I call the state parks, Kama Beach, Camino Island State Park. I call Snohomish State Parks, and the chamber takes care of Heritage, Freedom, and Church Creek. And what we post is if there are any clue balls that were out that day that were not found, plus the new one going out the next day. So at least one clue ball goes in each of these parks every single day. So if one stayed out there, for instance, and wasn't found during the day, I know that Freedom Park that next day will have that one plus the new one. So the update will be, there will be two out there. These only get updated at 4:30. We don't update them as they're found, only at the end of the day. The updates go on social media. They go on the GlassQuest website, and there's a tab on the app that have the updates as well. Snohomish County Parks, Kayak, Lake Goodwin, and Wenberg, in the updates are listed as one. So we're not going to divide out and say the clue ball is definitely in Lake Goodwin. It's in one of those three. Okay. What's the difference? I saw this question come through somewhere. What's the difference between limited and unlimited balls? So limited balls are the balls that have a clue ball attached to them. They're the balls that you win. They're called limited because they are limited. There's only a limited edition of them made every single year. This year there's 411, and they're signed by both Mark and Marcus Ellinger. They have a number on the bottom that marks between 1 and 411, which ball it was, and they come with a certificate of authenticity. Unlimited glass balls are just as beautiful, but they are usually purchased or won in a drawing. They're not signed by the artists. They don't have a certificate of authenticity with them. And unlimited is kind of a misnomer. There are a certain amount of those unlimited balls for sale this year. We most likely are going to sell out of them because we do almost every single year. So if you want to purchase one, that is one thing that I would suggest purchasing it at the beginning of the event. That was a deadline that we got from the artists. They did as many as they can from us, for us. And I have a list of businesses that I'll show you in a minute that you can purchase those unlimited glass balls for. And that's the one that you get the discount. If you show the GlassQuest app, they're $50. If you don't have the app, they're $65. And those are sold, again, only during the event. Mark and Marcus have their glass studio open, and they can actually make custom unlimited glass floats for you. So if we run out of them for sale, which we most likely will, you can always go to their studio. You can pick out colors. You can watch them blow the glass balls, and then they can figure out shipping or another way to get it to you after the event. Purchasing, again, I just talked about this, as supplies last. So they're only going to be available as supplies last. This is the list of businesses on Camino that have them for sale, and the list of businesses in Stanwood that have them for sale. And supporting our event, we really love that all of you are here and excited. We're so thrilled to have an event. We are asking this year that you consider donating to GlassQuest. It's free to Quest. We did not have access to as many grants this year as we have in the past, but it was really important for us to just keep this event going. So any donation that you can make goes right back into the event. It goes into the marketing, it goes into the purchase of these 411 glass balls. It will all go directly to the event. So if you can, we encourage you to donate. The other thing we have this year that's kind of fun is because Mark and Marcus were featured on the poster, we have limited edition signed posters that are signed by both Mark and Marcus and in a nice little plastic sleeve. So you can purchase those for $15 at either the Camino Center or at GlassQuest Studio. And those are there are 50 of them. So they're numbered, limited number. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. The other thing, sorry, I just lost my screen, but we have a raffle this year for the number 1 and number 2 limited edition ball, which is really fun because the event starts on 2/12/21 and goes until 2/21/21, and it's the 12th year. So there's a lot of 1s and a lot of 2s in that. And we thought we'd have fun with the 1s and 2s and raffle away the number 1 and number 2 ball. Raffle tickets, there's a link in there. And there's a link on our website under purchase. They're $5 each. And for each $5 that you purchase, your name goes into the raffle once. And I will draw those names on 2/21 at 2/21, because why not? Changes for we still have some people coming in. Okay. Changes for the event in 2021. We are not going to have any Kids Quest events or special events like we have had in the past. That's considered, large gatherings of people, which we are not allowed to do safely. One of the reasons that we're able to have GlassQuest this year is because you're typically questing in your own little group, and a lot of the event happens outside. But those Kids Quest events or special events, we are not having this year. I talked about businesses having a limited number of people inside, but it's really important to respect this, pay attention to what they're trying to do to keep everybody safe. Wear a mask, maintain social distancing. We can't say that enough. Public restrooms are most likely going to be limited, so just plan that accordingly. And then, of course, the weather forecast right now is for cold and snow, potential of snow, I should say. So we've encountered this in the past during GlassQuest. Just stay tuned. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. If the roads are bad and the park's closed, then we're going to have less people out there. But we'll update our social media sites and websites and just keep you in tuned if the weather gets a little crazy. Makes it even more challenging to find clue balls when there's snow on the ground. And then I also already talked about no passport or printed booklets. So before we turn to the rest of the questions, I just want to remind everybody to have fun, enjoy this event. There are so many other treasures to this event than just finding a glass ball. I know it's wonderful when you find a glass ball and everyone's very excited, but it's hard to find a glass ball. They're the treasure hunt for a reason. So think of all of the things that you can enjoy on your quest, like getting out into nature and enjoying all of our hiking trails in our parks, especially in February. Supporting our local businesses. I can't reinforce this enough. Of course, I'm the Camino Chamber. Businesses are our thing, but these businesses are really having a hard time and they really need your support. So please consider just purchase something. If you're in there questing, just purchase something. Spending time with family and friends on your quest, meeting new people. A lot of people have met new friends while they're out questing, and just be kind to each other and enjoy the event as a whole. The videos, there are 5 new videos on our website. It's under a media link on the GlassQuest website. They were made by Whidbey Camino Island Tourism, and they're really great. It's 5 myths about GlassQuest Shattered. So take time, watch those. Those might answer. I think I've answered I've already shattered a lot of those myths, but they're fun to watch too. And now I will open it up. Okay, So I'm going to scroll back up here. All right, we talked about the new clue balls put out every single day. So if you have a question, you can type it in the chat, or if you know how to do the raise your hand on here, I will try to unmute you as well. But we do the businesses. Okay, unlimited ball. What is an unlimited ball and how do we purchase one? We answered that a little bit earlier. Do businesses have a ball to find every day? No, not necessarily. The ball packages that the businesses can get are 10 balls, 5 balls, or 3 balls. There are some other ones that are a little different, but that's the majority. So some have one that they put out every single day. Some may only have 3. You don't know whether they have 10 or 5 or 3. And they still want you to come into their business. So when you walk into a business, you do not know if a clue ball is in that business at that time or not, nor should you ask if it had been found or not. If you find a clue ball, where do you take it to receive your glass ball? That's a great question. So inside this clue ball is going to be a piece of paper. You're going to open it up, and then inside of it is going to be a piece of paper that says, congratulations, you found a clue ball. Here's where you go. It'll give you all the information that you need. Do pay attention to the business's hours. You may find a clue ball, and it might be past 5 o'clock, and that business that's closed for the day. Just go see them the next day. Do they put it out at a certain time? They can put those clue balls out at any time during the day. Don't assume they're all going out in the morning. We've seen lines outside businesses in the morning trying to get in, which is great. But they can hide a clue ball at 2 o'clock in the afternoon if that's what they want to do. So they're not all hidden in the morning. What is a clue ball versus an actual glass ball? Monica Moore asked that question. If you still have that question, we did go through that slide. This is a clue ball, plastic clue ball. That's what you're looking for. This is a glass ball. That's what you win. So you're looking for this. You win that. Will clue balls be easy to spot outside if there's snow? Nope, not necessarily. If there is a lot of snow, then we usually ask people to go and kind of liberate their glass balls, their clue balls. So if there's a lot of snow and it's like hidden underneath snow, we'll ask the people who have hidden those clue balls to go and kind of set them free a little bit. Is there going to be a handicap or senior citizen event? No, unfortunately, that falls under the special events category that we can't do this year. Do you get to pick which glass ball you take home, or are they just given out in order? Again, that's kind of up to the business on how many glass balls they have and how they want to approach that. The chamber, we hide 1 ball every day in 3 of the parks. So we have 30. So at the Camino Center, we just have probably 10 of them out, and you can choose 1 of them, but a business may have a different process for that. How much did the unlimited balls cost? They're $50 if you show that you have the GlassQuest app, and they're $65 if you do not. And that discount is only available during GlassQuest, only from the 12th to the 21st. Is the raffle on the main website? Yes, the raffle is on the main website. There is a, in the menu, there's a purchase. And if you go to purchase, it has the raffle, and it has the donation, and it has information about our posters that are for sale. If I find a clue ball, what happens next? First, you jump up and down and get really excited. And then you look on the inside, you find the piece of paper, figure out where you need to go to claim your glass ball. Are there any businesses open for lunch safely? That's a really great question. We're in an interesting situation here in Stanwood Camino because we are on 2 different phases. Camino has plenty of restaurants that have outdoor seating, and they have heaters. And then Stanwood is actually open with limited capacity for inside restaurant dining. So that could change in the next couple of weeks, but there are lots of places to get you can get sandwiches to go, you can sit outside, you can go inside a restaurant, etc. Oh, Lori, thank you. Remind people that you need a Discover Pass for state parks, and the Snohomish County parks also have a parking fee. So thank you for that. That's a great reminder. If you're going into the state parks, you need a Discover Pass. You can purchase that online. You can also purchase it at Kama Beach Welcome Center. And usually I don't remember the cost for them, but for me, it always makes sense to just get the annual pass to get into the state parks. And then what is the difference between a community site and a business? So a business is hiding a clue ball inside their business. The community sites mean a business is hiding a clue ball in a community site. So the list of community sites are the only parks where clue balls can be hidden. So it has a list of all of the parks. So Freedom Park, Church Creek Park, Heritage Park, both state parks. The Historical Society in Stanwood is a community site. Iverson Beach is a community site. Forest Springs is a community site. Snohomish County Parks, I'm sure I'm missing some. But those are the only places outside of a business where clue balls can be hidden. Okay. We are driving a bit south. Our ball's hidden in the parks prior to opening hours. We plan to be there right at the open for the best chance of finding a ball. So again, the state parks are open dawn to dusk. And again, they can hide clue balls throughout the day. So don't make the assumption they're always hidden in the morning. They can hide that clue ball at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All right. Oh, thank you, Lori. $30 for an annual pass and $10 for a daily pass at the state parks. My text is going really fast. And $10 fee at Kayak Point and Regional Park. So the app is called, if you just search for Glass Quest on the app stores, you should be able to find them. There's also links directly to them on our website. Can you order unlimited on the website and pick it up at the studio to get a discount? That is another good question. The website you're referring to, I'm guessing, is the Glass Quest Studio website. And they do have the ability to order unlimited balls on their website. That's the artist's website. So you would have to talk to them about that because I am not sure. And I see there's a landscaping company and veterinary hospital is listed as community site. So there is a landscaping, I know who you're talking about. They're hiding their clue balls in a community site. So that's why it says they are not a community site. They're hiding their clue balls in a community site. So I think I got through the chat. Are there any other questions? If anyone, I saw one pop up.
How do I download the booklet?
So to download the booklet, you go to the GlassQuest website.
Mm-hmm.
So the great nwglassquest.com. And there is in the menu, it'll say Quest Your Guidebook. And then you should be on a screen that allows you to download it. There's a little like arrow that points down. Does that help?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? You can either unmute yourself or put it in the chat. Anybody? Well, we're really excited to have this event. There's been so much enthusiasm over it, and I think people are just so desperate to have something to look forward to and an event to get outside. So we appreciate all of you participating in this event. And if you have questions, just reach out and let us know. But it was great seeing everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.